this is going to be a demo review of the game that we had on Inferno. I'm doing this on Twitch because I don't feel like spending another hour and a half recording a video file that's going to end up being corrupt. If I do it through Twitch, I can just take the VOD and upload it to YouTube. It's not going to be the best quality, but that's okay. So let's get started here. We have pistol round. Started team.
Let's go!
It's not the most fun in the world, but someone's got to do it. That's weird. Okay, so typically you want to spend all the money you can on pistol round. It's really important, obviously, because they'll determine who's probably going to win the next 2 or 3 rounds. The next 2. We have one player with 800 still, which means they didn't buy anything. There's literally no point in saving your money. All it really means is when your team does have the opportunity to buy, you might have that extra money laying around for, say, nades on one particular round. When in this round, it gives you such a greater economic advantage over the enemy team if you do win the pistol, that you should really be putting or sinking your money into this one instead of the next one, maybe buying some armor so you don't get aim punched. And that brings me to the deagle buy. Tommy knew this was coming. So, buying a deagle on pistol round is not really recommended. It's pretty hard to control the recoil as it is, but if you're getting spammed down with other pistols, you're going to get aim punched, and it's going to be really hard to control it after you get aim punched, even more so. You could buy armor and then basically just go for a headshot. Any single pistol minus the Glock at long range is going to be a one-hit kill to the head because you can't buy a helmet yet. And especially on Inferno T side, you're probably going to be rushing into a bomb site at some point, and it's going to be kind of close quarters because Inferno has a lot of awkward angles. Using a deagle in close quarters, you might get one kill with it, maybe, and then have to reload and probably get killed by somebody else. Tech 9, honestly, is a much better option with a grenade if you're going to go that way. Some sort of nade, like a frag, smoke, flash, whatever the strat calls for. But yeah, you gotta stick to not buying deagle. It might look cool for Sig 1 deags, and it might even be viable on maybe something like CT side, Dust 2 if you're holding back plat and you're just looking into tunnels. I could see it there. But T-side Inferno, probably not. Otherwise, the strat here was to go up mid, smoke right side, and go arch.
I'm going on a windy walk here.
I bought a couple 3 nades to that end.
Throw in smoke.
That guy just saw all 5 people. They know that we're all going mid. A better idea might have been maybe send 1 person mid and 4 people alt. Just so they don't immediately are not able to get damage on you, and so they don't know everything all at once, because these people who are already pushing banana are just going to push even harder now. It's good that everyone did come with us, although Jeffery is pretty slow.
Throw in a flashbang!
Poor Jeffery. He has the bomb too. All that time he just spent sitting there with a bomb is absolutely useless, because these people are pushing down banana. They're probably going to catch him. They're going to catch him by himself. Bomb. It's not good. We might be talking about Jeffery a lot. Okay. Coming up here. We just gave that guy the greatest firing range he's ever seen in his life. We sent 4 people straight up this alley into Speedway. They couldn't really have known it was coming. I guess this guy was just rotating the other direction. And then everyone just lined up for him. Really what you want to try to do with a push through arch. I didn't really notice this was happening. Maybe just split your forces, send like 1 or 2 people through here, and then everyone else wrap around. Just gives you a better chance and makes it possible because, well, to kill this guy, because right here there's either going to be a lot of team damage or a lot of frags for him. And then this happens. Okay. We were supposed to go through arch to bomb site B and plant the bomb at bomb site B. What are we doing right now? We have 3 people in CT spawn looking towards this one guy in CT spawn, trying to kill him in CT spawn. This would make sense if it was on bomb site B, but fighting a guy in CT spawn, it's kind of like fighting somebody on the road in Arathi Basin. You're not really accomplishing anything. All you're allowing is more time for the CTs to rotate. So, sure, maybe they killed some of our friends and we want to get revenge, but plant the bomb first. Because we give everyone time to party. Jeffery is off herself again. Apparently go to the where when you get in a gunfight you just start praying.
Counter-terrorists win.
A little weird. Okay, round 2, so we went the Force by Armored Tech 9. Just accept the
Let's go, let's go!
We're still gonna have enough money to buy in the 4th round.
Laying down smoke.
Especially Jeffery. We were all just gonna rush up through apartments. That was a nice
Decoy.
Stray kill. What we don't need is that guy on truck spraying down 4 people. It would help if somebody were to throw a flashbang. I can't move the camera with a stupid demo. Throw a flash at this wall, bounces off here, bounces onto the balcony, flashes this guy. He's not a problem. Or you can just smoke the balcony. Unfortunate. But that's not what you can control. What you can control is where you're standing and making sure where you're standing is not in a crossfire. Because at this point the CTs have rotated and unfortunately, somebody managed to get all the way up into apartments already. The other guy's in the library. We have 1 player die right here where you can basically be seen from all 3 angles the CTs can come from. That is not where you want to fight somebody. In this case, you want to try to turn it into 2 1v1 fights. The only feasible option here is to really push out and go through apartments and try to catch this guy off guard. Because going on the site, or even pit or anywhere at this point, you're just going to get crossfired. And that's pretty much what happens.
Counter-terrorists win.
Just being aware of where the CTs are going to come from and making sure you can't be seen from every which direction. Something good to do. Here we got the first gun round. Round 4. Take a look at the buy here.
Move it! Move it!
Okay. Decent amount of utility on both sides. fast play on. Jeffery is glass cannon opping at 200 ping. We're just gonna leave that be. All the CTs have a helmet. They don't really need a helmet because if they get shot in the head by any of these weapons, they're dead. But it doesn't hurt to buy a helmet if you're CT on this round. If you're really skimping on money, you can skip it sometimes. Maybe not lower ranks, because lower ranks aren't always going to buy AK-47s and SGs. We also have a lack of nades here. Well, Jeffery, because he's glass cannon hopping. And then Grievance, who's still at 1700. I mean, you don't really need nades at this level of play. It's not going to make or break rounds. But knowing how to use them and where to throw them helps a lot on especially T-side bomb site executes, and it'll make situations a lot easier when you learn and know how to use them. Especially flashbangs, you can just pop flash your way into any which direction, blind people, free kills, or smoke grenades, cutting off places that CTs could come from so you don't get crossfired. Frag grenades aren't as useful.
Deploying flashbang. I am throwing a flashbang.
Okay. So there's a pick at B. That guy traded it. There could be 1 to 2 more players over there. But I think since we got that pick, everyone's
throwing flashbangs.
That's a good thing to do. He is an op.
Grenade out.
Expected more people behind me, so he's not going to sit there.
Smoke.
He's going to go
Grenade!
passive probably. If that was a flashbang, this guy's not peeking and that kill didn't happen. That guy would be blind. So that was the right idea. It was just the wrong grenade. I don't even think that frag. I don't know who that would damage. But if that was a flashbang, that would have been perfect. Kind of unfortunate. The round is still winnable though. We know the guy was at schools. Could still be one more in here, so we got kind of clear sight. And then this happens. So that's the bomb. Bomb's in CT spawn with 2 CTs. And this is a smoke that it's behind. So we just completely reverse the situation. You need to keep the bomb towards the bomb site. Things happen.
Counter-terrorist
How Jeffery got that kill, but my god. It's his first one in the game. Says some more thing on it still. This is an example of a really good bomb site tape that we did. Got people splitting up.
Incendiary out. Flashbang!
Which is good.
Deploying flashbang.
That was a crab walk.
Throwing flashbang. I am throwing smoke.
Oh, God, smoke. That is incredible. Completely blocked off this direction. Now he's just stuck in the boiler. Meanwhile, we're rotating to arch and completely sandwiching this guy. people is the post plant.
Bomb has been planted.
What you want to do when you have the bomb planted is make sure you're either exposed from nowhere or from one place, and that's the place you're looking at. And honestly, we're doing a pretty good job of it right here. Kill Arch, it's 4v2. Whiffed a shot onto apartments, which is unfortunate. But then we did the right thing and tried to go in and trade it because that guy's not expecting this to happen. But which there as well. So that's unfortunate. Meanwhile, this guy crawls up through truck side onto site. This player should have known a year ago that he was coming this way and engaged him, or at least distracted him, so that he doesn't get all the way up to this point. Normally this is a really exposed point, he would never win any fights. It looks like there's a good crossfire, but this whole time we were looking at nothing. I mean, ever since this kill happened up here. Okay, we see the player. The truck's in place. We have to walk our way around. And in the meantime, we have another player to the front. So if you're gonna hold the truck side, either hold it on that corner so you can see people as they come out there. Keep that corner and then engage and maybe fall off because they probably won't be pushing like that once they see you. Or hold it where the op was holding. Or even graveyard. Although both of these places are really exposed from apartments and truck side. I should not have been there when I died. That is a stupid place. I was in the middle of moving over to site and then that guy popped out of the woodwork. I was that was pretty surprising to see this person on site. But honestly, I should have won that fight as well because his back was facing me. Then we have a 1v1 here with the guy that had 10 HP. Managed to kill 2 people, maybe 3. Yeah, 3 because he killed Jeffery. Jeffery did the most damage. And then he jumps out. This guy's in apartments. You're looking at library. He's not going to jump from balcony to library. He's not Superman. Either he's going to jump out truck side or jump out like he did here. Honestly, staying in that cubby would have been a good play because you'll be able to hear which direction he comes out of. If you just stare this way, you hear him jump down. If he's not over here, he's probably truck side or in the garden. But I think you'll be able to tell the difference with the headset.
Diffusing.
Let's see. Okay, I think we do kind of the same thing on this round.
Let's show them who we are. Deploying flashbang. With fire. I am throwing a flashbang.
Yeah. Maybe. What am I? 8? Yeah.
Throwing smoke.
So what I'm doing here is throwing smoke CT, making some noise, making him think we're pushing him here. Then check sandbag. That was the silver play. You should probably check sandbag, especially if you're by yourself, trying to do a fake. Meanwhile, we're making progress over here, which is good.
I am planting the bomb.
You guys know there's one
Bomb
apartment.
has been planted.
And this right here is beautiful. You're both only looking in a direction where one guy can see you as you know. If someone comes truck side, Grievous is going to see him. If someone goes apartments, Dank Pandas is going to see him. And if someone goes Arch, well, can't win them all. But this you guys to get crossfire on the two that came up. Playing Pit would have protected you from Arch a little better instead of Graveyard, because now this guy knows he's just going to pre-fire you. But you didn't have any time. This is probably the best situation. Also, this is a good 1v1. This guy got
Terrorists win.
can't wall bang this. There's a note here around 8.
Come on, come on. Flashbang. Planting the bomb has been planted.
Got decent post plant positions. And there's one guy left with Eagle. That whole time, he just sat here a minute and waited for somebody to go hunting. Because he's expecting that. This is matchmaking. People just go and throw themselves into the enemy team sometimes. And honestly, it's really good that we didn't. Until about now. I just got kind of lucky here and managed to find him.
They can't stop the bomb now. Terrorists win.
Oh. I forgot to mention something. Going back and go to these really. So here on round 5.
These are free guys. I am throwing smoke on them. Bomb has been planted.
Living after the bomb plant is crucial. I mean, obviously nobody wants to die to the bomb. They know it's a mistake. But just so we understand the impact of it. Right now we're sitting at about 19,000, okay, 18,500.
Terrorists win.
Just lost about 3,500 to 4,000. With one person dying to the bomb. That's one person force buying in a round that we need to. Especially since we're down 4-1. It's pretty crucial to survive that bomb. Well, I mean not just sit there, survive the frickin' blast, get away from it.
We must move. Incendiary action. Deploying flashbang. Throwing flashbang.
It's kind of hard to tell sometimes what's going to do more damage. Because, I mean, sitting here, you wouldn't expect a bomb to hurt you at all. It doesn't make much sense. But that's video games.
Let's go, fellas. Deploying flashbang. Throwing fire. Flashbang! I am throwing smoke.
Around as well as whatever the hell that was. But something to note right here. So he's on the other side. I tried to open it. Swung. Why is my leg moving? That's so creepy. It swung outward. What that means is there's another player on the other side of it. If I open that door normally, it'll swing outward towards him. But he's on the other side of it. I try to open it, it swings towards me. I actually knew that, but it didn't click in my head, and I sat here like some kid trying to scare his parents. This round was pretty winnable.
Let's move out.
It really sucks.
Deploying flashbang.
So we're coming up here. Whoa. God.
out. Deploying flashbang. Throwing fire.
So, decent picks make it to 4v3. I don't know how Jeffery managed to do that, but he did. And then we're looking at a decent take on A. It's 3v4. We should figure that there's probably at least one person here, because typically you'll either see just 3 on A or 2A, 1 arch, 2B. And what I did here is a silver. Oh wait, no, that was a different round. No, it was this round. This is a silver play right here. I'm putting myself in the open to a bomb site I haven't cleared yet, and I'm throwing a smoke over at some other angle. That the smoke doesn't even go where it's supposed to. It's just a complete fucking failure. I didn't see this guy, of course, so being blind is probably not something that's gonna benefit you in this game. Boy, that sounded judgmental. But yeah, having a smoke grenade out towards a bomb site that you haven't cleared yet,
Throw in smoke.
you don't want to do that. That smoke was so hot. Well, okay, I mean, what is this? So, these 2 people die going up truck side. Jeffery tried to go
Counter-terrorists win.
3 people died truck side. What we could have done, since Jeffery got picked apartments, we put 2 people through apartments and 2 people sit truck side, wait for the arch guy. He doesn't show himself. Then we split push onto that opper, kill him from balcony and from truck side. Even if he gets that collateral, there's still 2 people left coming out of apartments that can try to kill him. Instead of everyone running up truck side dying.
Countrymen.
And we got it right here again.
Throwing
This
smoke.
is a really good buy.
Smoke.
All AKs. Just about everyone except Jeffery.
Fire.
We're going to shut down a little bit.
Grenade.
Then we start picks. Now, doing the split, like I said. 2 people.
Throwing a flashbang.
Mid. Look at that.
I am throwing smoke. Planting. I am
That guy's
throwing a flashbang.
very snap.
Bomb has been planted. Throwing smoke.
Be there so quick. That's probably not a good smoke. I think he meant to throw it like right here instead of on the site. This is beautiful display as well. Covering each other's back.
Terrorists win.
But then we go back to our
You're gonna wish they were never born.
making love to the truck side here
Smoke. Throwing smoke. Throwing a flashbang.
and just
Flashbang!
sending every up the stretch. What should have happened there was this guy sees or hears an M4 going off on an upper that shouldn't really be here. Should probably on his way over the pit. But this player should turn and help this dude out. Try to take the fight together instead of running onto the bomb site and then, oh, somebody's dying, I better turn around. And then we have,
Decoys out.
eventually it's a different situation. This, we took the fight together. Did some one-on-ones that weren't awesome, but still a winnable situation. just something to keep in mind. The more time you walk around and try and make sneaky plays, the more time you're giving the CT to put himself in a position where you have no clue where he is. You want to try to keep control of the bomb. We kind of lost control of it, but then he gave it back. Which is kind of silly. He can't see the bomb right now. And now we're left guessing as to where he is. You can't even really use your nades usefully because that's just going to give away your position. He doesn't know where you are, but he's in a perfect angle to cover you off.
Counter-terrorists
Which direction you come from. And that time that you gave him allows him to put himself in that position. Honestly, taking an aim duel with a guy that you know his location of is better than trying to run onto the site with not very much time left. Plant the bomb, hope he doesn't shoot you in the back, and then guess at where he is. We have almost
lads. Deploying decoy. Move! Incendiary out. On a go. Deploying decoy.
really good second. Split it up again.
Deploying flashbang.
Which is unfortunate. Okay. So now, I know that guy's near library. I'm getting the bomb down. It's going to be a 1v1. In this case,
Bomb has been planted.
First of all, we're going way too fucking fast, but I know where the bomb is. I know where it's planted. I know where I can see it from. And it's like God's luck that we didn't see each other crossing here. He just looked in the wrong direction at the right time. So he kind of figures I'm over here already. What I should do in this situation, I know he's coming this way, just go up into apartments and sit right there. Wait for him to do something. Instead, I make a bunch of noise. He knows where I am, and typically don't want to have an op in a situation like this. But I guess he was just feeling it today with the op. So I can't say anything. I lost the fight.
I'm defusing the bomb.
But yeah, just planting the bomb and hiding and waiting for a defuse. In that case, let's try to fake it. Reaction. And he's probably going to guess I'm in apartments. I would be expecting that as well. Because where else am I going to be without him seeing me? I could just sit truck side too, but then that gives him the opportunity to come around and flank me, which was also the case while I was sitting right there. So CT pistol.
Let's go, my friends.
Well, okay, so I should look at the buys here. See this? This is way better. You got a gun that you can easily spam run and gun people with. Does pretty decent damage even against armor. And a frag. Better than that decoy. Got two people with armor, that's good. As long as everyone spent money. CT pistol round, smokes are pretty useful, or if you're not going to spend this money, at least get a defuse kit, because that could make the difference in winning the pistol round. If you're going to get a defuse kit though, you typically want to sit by the bomb site, so either you die with the defuse kit on the bomb, or you have to rotate and hopefully win, and then you have a defuse kit to defuse the bomb with. Again, pistol round is important, especially this one because we're already down 5 rounds. And you just get such an economic advantage if you But here we go.
Grenade out!
That guy just saw 2, maybe 3 people in mid.
I am throwing smoke!
This guy started the round, it's like a typical setup. We see a difference in peaks here. I don't know what Jeffery thought was going on. I don't know if he thought I was peeking that with him. But taking this fight against a bunch of terrorists rushing at mid is absolutely useless. This fight right here is useless. Just giving the terrorists an equal opportunity to kill you basically, and as a CT that's exactly what you don't want to do. You want to put them in a position where you can easily set up something like a crossfire or bait someone, or just make it easier on yourself, because as a CT you can pick where you engage them from. And trying to shoot fish out of a barrel through mid, well, Jeffery's not very good at shooting in the first place, so he's probably not going to win that fight.
Throwing a grenade!
We had an unfortunate 1v1 in apartments. At least that was only against one other person. And the same stupid shit happens. What I should have done is sit at this corner and try to peek out. What I actually did was ran my body until the entire terrorist came. Because I didn't think they were here yet. Very well good. And that same just makes it all better. I don't even think I hit one of these people. And the round's pretty much over at that point.
Watch out! These boys have got a bit of an arsenal and they don't mind using it.
Something to note as well. On this force buy, your goal is to win the round at all costs. So you should spend your money like you're going to do that. Jeffery's not with the program, obviously. We have a USP, but we have money to buy 5.7 on grievance. If you're gonna invest 1,000 into the armor helmet, you might as well invest a little more into a weapon that will be able to penetrate a helmet and just one hit kill somebody. Even if it's a P250, that's a much better chance than trying to double ding somebody with a USP, as there's a whole bunch of them rushing up banana with SMGs like they're probably going to do because terrorists just won the pistol round on Inferno. And 9 times out of 10 I think I see them just run up banana with SMGs. Trying to stop that with a USP, you better be a good shot. That was good. That was tough. Peeking right here, you are only exposed to the one guy, and you just go out and kill him. Strafing out in this angle exposes you to everybody up banana. If you're gonna do this, do it from behind the car so you at least have some cover. You're probably still gonna get shot to shit, but at least you have the opportunity to fall back. A little more so than you did right here. Meanwhile, we don't even give Grievance here the opportunity to get with the program, and now he's stuck trying to hold 4 angry terrorists off with a USP. Then we have some shit that has been planted. Never should have happened. This guy right here pretty much threw the round. What is this guy looking at? guy is looking at construction at such an angle that he's never going to see me before this guy does, and this guy has a shotgun. So he's probably going to kill me if I go that way. He's sitting there exposed from CT, and because of that, this happens. This guy should know I'm CT, but exposes himself, for whatever reason, gets himself killed, and he leaves this guy in a one-on-one with 20 HP. What this guy should have done is probably watch, because the guy with SG could just sit
Defusing
right
the
here
bomb.
and say, I got CT. That's it, they win the round. But then they expose themselves and made it possible to lose.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
We have kind of the same thing.
Are we rushing in, or are we going sneaky beaky? Throwing smoke!
If you're going to throw smoke in mid as a CT, you kind of want to do it a little farther out, so it blooms around here. Since we won the last round, they're probably going to be forcing this one, and they're going to have SMGs and possibly Tech 9s. All we're doing here is allowing them to creep up towards mid, and then flash their way or smoke their way through it, rush into one of our poor players, and just gun him down right in the face. So if you're going to smoke mid this early, throw it a little deeper, otherwise just don't. Long range valves are better, typically, with the, well, I mean we got 3 P90s here, so that also kind of goes along with playing with what you got. P90 is probably a good weapon to stop a rush with. The setup here though is kind of a little screwy. So we have a player on balcony who's ready to stop an apartments push if they go out apartments. What should happen in mid is this player should be at the corner, and this player on the stairs should be at this corner, so they can cover both of these directions with the crossfire. If they smoke a direction, that's when you run into a problem, but a lot of times they don't. It's matchmaking. Here, we're just splitting ourselves into a 1v1, no kind of crossfire whatsoever. If I'm gonna help, I should be pushed up apartments already, and I'm not. So, it'd make more sense to just play at the corners, and then fall back on site and set up another crossfire further back. Because like I said, we can decide where we take engagements. We don't have to do it one at a time. And that's kind of what happens here.
Throw in a decoy! Grenade!
Meanwhile, Jeffery is slow as hell on the rotate. Not really surprising. 2v2 here with, oh no, 2v1 Jeffrey's quest can. Yep.
I am setting the bomb.
So,
Terrorists win.
there's an important note to make here. So, they won pistol, we went around, they went around. It is acceptable to force buy here because their economy is going to be more hurt than if we save a round, let them build it up some more and then buy it. If we buy right now, we have a better chance of breaking their economy. And as CTs, that's your end goal really, is to break the terrorist economy, because once you have all the utility you need and all the money to keep on rebuying, it's really hard to stop CT on Inferno. So, grievance bot.
We're on!
I think that was Jeffery that maybe bought P250. I bought 5.7. Either way you go, whether you save or you force, is acceptable as long as everyone does the same thing. So we just gotta communicate that a little better. exactly what I'm seeing out of the play right here.
Let's take this rain as rain.
Jeffery bought a scout he shouldn't have.
I am throwing a flashbang.
Unless you guys are just headshot masters, you're probably not going to get a single kill doing this. You have P2000s, or maybe USP, and you're just running straight down banana into the enemy team, who honestly looked like they were kind of expecting it. They do like to go B a lot, so what we could have done instead is maybe stack B. There's plenty of spots that we can just hide people in. We can have 1 or 2 people new box, 1 or 2 people dark, person construction, second oranges, tree, anywhere. Doing something like that would have given us a better chance. Eco rounds don't mean everything. You're probably not going to win them, but you still want to do as much damage as you can without just charging into the enemy team like we keep seeing.
Throw in smoke.
And that's kind of what happens here on this round as well. Although this is kind of more about patience. Every time I play this angle, I don't feel confident. I just peek too early.
Let's
I don't know
go.
what I have, and I get wrecked. So if somebody likes a particular spot in CT, just let them play it.
Throwing smoke.
Somewhere else.
Throw in a flashbang.
Honestly, 3B is a
Decoy.
bad idea right
Throwing
now.
flashbang.
Going that way.
Flashbang.
As long as you don't rotate early, and that's actually something I need to make a point of on round 19. This is just absolutely
Deploying
stupid.
decoy.
I had a
Flashbang.
round-winning position here, and then I did this. I don't even think it's possible to kill somebody with a swag 7 from this distance. So sometimes you just need to be patient. That doesn't mean sit there forever, but don't throw yourself into the crosshair at the same time. Boy, I love backing up in Go TV. Okay. So this is the round with 1 player buying and saving. And honestly, there's some strats you can do around this. I mean, sometimes people save guns by themselves. They might just play a site solo.
We're on.
Or something like that. What shouldn't happen is this. So we have 2 people set up right here.
Smoke.
And this is excellent. Look at that crossfire right there. They run into that, they're dead. 1 player gets 1 kill. Over here somewhere. No bomb, no enemy nades, no multiple footsteps, no nothing. Even if you just sit
Throw
right
in a
here,
flashbang.
you're still in position for a decent rotate over towards A. But instead, now we got someone solo at B, we know that. So that's the rest of the team. Don't rotate early.
Throw in a decoy. Planting.